Okay, here we are. So, Zishan, congratulations. You did it. And the way you did it, I'm really impressed. And
Thanks a
pe-
lot, Amit. Thanks a lot.
people would love to hear your story because the way you did it, it's quite different from what everyone else is doing. First of all, let me make the story clear here. Zishan cleared PMP exam today with five above target. Initiation above target. Planning above target, execution above target, monitoring and control above target, closing above target, overall above target. That is a maximum achievement anyone can do in PMP exam. So, so Ishan, we would love to know your journey. So first of all, was the exam difficult for you?
I was when I was in the process of actually giving the exam, I
Hmm.
wasn't sure if I'll be able to like get all above target. I would have been happy if I had got like just targets and cleared
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So getting all five in above target area was actually pretty exciting for me.
Sure
So
thing. Sure thing. Like it is exciting for everyone. Now, the most important thing, how many mocks you did?
as I told you earlier, the I think I did like two mocks properly, in which I actually
Everyone, please listen this clearly. Everyone wants to do 20 mocks, 30 mocks. He did actually three mocks. And how he did it and when he started, please.
so so the first mock I did, I started on I think Saturday night.
Saturday
So I
night.
started the
Okay.
first mock on Saturday night, and then I couldn't complete the whole thing, so I paused it like in halfway, which actually I think got almost equivalent to how the exam works. Like it
Okay.
gives you a
Okay.
break after halfway.
Sure, sure. Makes sense.
So I did the first half on Saturday night, did the second half on Sunday morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that one was I forgot the name of the provider, but that one was through
From
Udemy.
Udemy. From the one I gave
Yeah,
you from Udemy. That is okay. Okay.
yeah,
Then
and
second
that one
is
I scored.
yeah, score,
Second one,
yes.
second one,
No, first
second
your
one
score. What was your score?
on sorry on first one I think was 77.
77. He scored first mock 77. That is very important. Okay. Second mock, it was from
So
PMI.
the second mock again I started attempting on Sunday
Okay.
evening,
Okay.
and my I was targeting to actually finish it on Sunday evening, but then something unplanned came up due to which I couldn't complete. So I left like 50 questions. So I attempted 150 questions in single go, then there were 50 more left. And those 50, I went to the office early on Monday morning and attempted them on in the office. Oh, sorry, not on Monday morning. On Tuesday morning, I attempted those ones.
Okay.
Uh, was it Tuesday morning? No,
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 no.
sorry. I'm
It was
confusing
it,
the days.
it
It was
was
Monday morning, like the
Monday
next
morning.
morning.
Yeah, Monday
I
morning.
attempted the rest,
Okay.
and in that one, I got 73. And I
Okay.
was like,
Now here comes the most interesting part. The first mock 77, the second mock 73. Now do tell us about the third mock. We did the third mock of Friday, which I highly recommend to everyone. So go to Udemy, get Friday. There are 470 questions. They are really very good. For me, it's one of the best questions available in the market, and the price is very reasonable. I think it was $11.
yeah, yeah, around 10,
Because
$11.
most of the time you can get it like 10 to $12 in Udemy, so they are very reasonable. So
Yeah.
please tell us about that.
So, so the third one, I started doing it yesterday night,
Mhm.
and I tried to finish the whole thing yesterday night. And when the result came out, it was like shocking. For me, it was 60. So the first one was 76, second one was 73, and the third one was like 60. And I was like, oh, what am I doing wrong? And then I said, all right, whatever it is, I'll wake up in the morning early and review the questions which I did wrong. So this third one it had very like good descriptions on against why this answer is wrong or why this answer is correct. I think that helped me as well in the morning. And then yeah, after reviewing it, I went and gave the exam.
So for all those people who make so much plan that don't study 24 hours before, this guy actually gave exam like mock in the night, then reviewed in the morning, early morning. Let me just tell you, his exam was not at 12 or 11 a.m. His exam was at 8 a.m. His exam was 8 a.m., so he has to wake up early. He reviewed it, then he went to the exam and he actually cleared it. So here, that is for everyone breaking the barriers. You don't have to do so many years. He did it, but the most critical part was he reviewed it. He reviewed it. He knew where he was making mistake. He focused on the book. He focused on notes. He focused on the reasons, how to understand, and his reasoning was right. So, more about your preparation. How did you prepare along the way? You did preparation, complete preparation in less than 7 days. So, how did you
Uh,
prepare? Yeah,
I guess you're correct. Like when I actually started preparing, it ended up like around, I don't know, maybe was I actually less than 1 week, I guess. So I did the training like with you a few months back, but then I ended up procrastinating the whole thing and forgot
makes sense. Makes
everything.
sense. Makes sense. Okay.
And then I
Yeah.
touched base again with you that hey, Amer, I'm finally I have registered. I want to get it done once and for all. So yeah, I started going through Andy Covey, and then uh, for the first few chapters, I started with Andy Covey, and then was doing the PIM book after that. So, for example, if I did the chapter on integration, then I would first do that from Andy Covey, then go through it in the PIM book as well. And when I say go through it, it's just like seeing if there is anything which is like over and above Andy Covey, which is there in PIM book. So, for example, if it is like if Andy Covey is talking about brainstorming, and I know what brainstorming is, I wouldn't read it in the PIM book. I would read like other passages or paragraphs. So that's how I
That is
went
a
through it.
very selective study. Like, if you know a thing, don't waste your time. Move. Don't waste your time. Move. Like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how I approached it and like did chapter by chapter. And towards the end, for last few chapters, I was like, oh, I can't be bothered because like as I told you on Sunday, I got stuck in something else, and my schedule was like totally screwed.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So so I had to improvise, and
So
the way I
basically, I
improvise
know
is
you.
that
Like, I know you from June, July when we had the videos, and I was continuously coaching, texting, all those things, asking for updates. So I know you that you're always caught up. That, like, this is very important, Zishan, for everyone. He's such a busy guy. He's doing masters, mini masters from MIT, okay, from EDX.
uh,
Yeah, and then he's full time working. He's not like part time working. He's full time working. He's living in Australia alone. This means he had to maybe sometimes cook his food along the way. He has to
not
do,
sometimes, all the time.
yeah, all the time. So for all the excuses in the world that people make that I cannot do. You see, when you focus on something, 7 days focusing on something and along the job. And he's not just focusing on book, he's also working along the way. So he cleared it. So if Zishan can, I think everyone can. So Zishan, what is your advice to anyone who wants to clear exam in 7
I think you hit that point when I was talking about like the mocks. The most important thing is not just like focusing on the number of questions that you attempt. So I remember when I was in Pakistan working at Fatma Fertilizer, like people who did like PMP, they were like, oh, you need to attempt like at least 2,000 questions so that you get your head around that and this and that. And I think more important than that is once you go through a mock, review it carefully and try to learn from the mistakes. So once you learn from the mistakes, it's, if something similar or a similar scenario comes up in the exam, you would be like, oh yeah, I remember that I made that mistake in the mock, and this scenario is exactly similar, I better not make that mistake over here.
Good,
So
good.
I would say that's the most important thing.
Okay, okay, Ishan. Thank you very much. So I would make this a punchline for everyone who wants to clear PMT exam. If you want to clear PMT exam, don't focus on number of mocks you are doing. Focus on the quality of the mocks you are doing. There are so many free apps. Stop doing it. You don't have time. This is the only month. You can clear it. Understand Chromebook. Understand any good guide. You can get that car. You can basically get PM Scott, PM Master. You can get Andy Grove, and you can read the book along the way. Understand it, master it, move it along the way, use one or two good mocks, and if you are getting good results, go for the exam, you can clear the exam. Right, Shan?
Yeah, that's it. I think
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, thank you, Shyam. Thank you very much. You don't want to go into detail how many questions about changing questions. You already know there are so many questions. You told me 50 to 80 questions, and we all getting the same feedback. Like 80 to 90%
That's true.
questions. 80 to 90% questions are situational questions. Then you have communication, you have change request, you have a little bit of risk and more of stakeholder communication. Right?
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Exactly true. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone you want to add here? Anything that you wants to add here?
No, not really. I think as you mentioned, like if someone wants to pull it off in like 1 week, it's doable. I wouldn't say it's not doable. So yeah, if someone is still thinking, oh, should I register for the this year's pattern or not, or should I just defer it to next year? I would say if you have taken the training, come so far, get registered, and once you are registered, you get that little pressure on you that, oh, I have registered, now I have to do something. And
Exactly.
yeah, as we say in Urdu, Arya Par, so do that.
Yeah, part. A good punchline for this. Okay, thank you, Nishant. Thank you very much for
Thank you, Amer.
continuing our 100% success rate and blasting it with fire about target. Thank you, Nishant. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.